Hey everybody, it's Melissa. I just want to come with another quick tip. This one I actually got, I think it was from, she mentioned it, and I think she also got it from someone else. Miss McCabe Scraps, she's on YouTube. I heard her mention it, and I think she said that somebody else gave her that tip. So, I went and I tried it, and it worked really, really well. But first I want to share with you, as most of you know, I've been redecorating my room and adding, I'm going to cover you for a second, adding a lot of the damask, the different, I did my wall and I did my lamp and different things. And this is, many of you probably have this, I forget what brand it is, but it's that, the rotating the carousel. And what I basically did is I altered mine. I didn't go crazy. I've seen people paint it black and look really nice, but I didn't want to do all that and worry about it dripping on the inside or whatever if I use this spray. Plus, the way I'd like to change things, I figured let's just start slow. So what I basically did is really simple. I took a piece of, sorry, that's my daughter's got a little cold coughing in the background. I took a screwdriver and just took these, these two things apart. The two screws, and I put them aside and say, you got to be careful because they're little screws, and did the same thing for this one and the same thing for this one. And what I basically did is I cut out, and it's a little bit smaller than the 4x6 print, 4x6 photos. So I just because I placed a 4x6 photo against here, I'll show you. I did this first. This is the back of a 4x6 photo, and I realized that it fit in there perfectly, and it was just a little bit tall at the top, so I just did a little mark is how I did it instead of measuring. But you could measure, but I do the lazy way. And I just trimmed it out, and it didn't even take a full piece of scrapbook paper, so it took one piece of paper, and then I just inked the edges. And what glue I used to adhere this on here is what I've been using for my lampshade and my wall, is this Beacons 3-in-1, because some of you have asked. The Beacons 3-in-1 Advanced Craft Glue. I got this from Joann Fabrics, and it works really great. It reminds you of hot glue, except it gives you a little more drying time. And excuse my nail, I got ink all over me. But it gives you a little more drying time. It's not the risk of burning you. You don't have to worry about heating your glue gun up, and I think it has a pretty good hold, and it can hold a little, heavier things. So I've been really loving it, and it's been working on everything, and you only need a little bit, and a little goes a long way. So I just did a thin, little bead of it around the edges and just put it on, and none gushed out. It was perfect. So I just inked the edges and put that on, and then of course put the hardware back on, and there's like a little white tab I cut in here to put some type of label in there if I ever end up doing that. And it worked out perfectly, because what I did was I just did every other one. So there was only 3 of them to do. So I did this one, and then there's one on this side, so it was balanced out, and then this one doesn't have anything, and then this one. So then they're all, every other one has it on there, and I think it looks cute. I think it came out good, and it matches well when you first walk in. But what my tip was that I wanted to share, so again, like I said, I think I heard this from Miss McCabe Scraps, and some of you may know this, but I'm doing some of these videos I've had a lot of questions from newer crafters, so they may not have seen this. But those of you who have this, which a lot of people I'm sure do, have this little carousel here, you know that there's things that you put in there, it doesn't really make sense the way they did it, because when you put certain things, and I'll show you an example. When you put certain things in there, it's just like it's almost like the area is too deep, that they put them in there and they end up sinking back down here. So I will show you, and here's an empty spot. So if I were to put my scissors that I want to be able to get to all the time, that I use a lot, and I put them in there, where did they go? So that's the only stinky part. And along too, like I have a lot of these kind of pens, these gel pens, and I like them quick, accessible, because I use them a lot. But if you put them in there, and there might be something underneath there, if you put these in here, oh, there's something there, that's about all that sticks out. So, and the other ones are worse. I think it was this one, yeah, see, that one gets lost in there. So, the idea that I heard was to, because originally I was using like sort of like the spa stones, like little stones you would use as a filler of a vase or something. They were pretty big, and that made this really heavy. which it still turned, but it was kind of like, you know, that didn't work so well, although And another thing was all the rocks, because I got them at the dollar store, but they were the little spa rocks. When you put them in there, they're all different sizes, so you could have your scissors like you know, all bumpy all over because it's not even. So the thing I heard to try was, and this has been working really well, is these here. This is Jolly Time popcorn. It's the old-fashioned kind of popcorn that you have to put in the machines. Popcorn seeds, and I got these at Walmart, and I think it was under $2. Might have even been under $1. So about $2, I will just say, for this whole bag, and I didn't even use it all. And for the areas that I wanted, you just fill in, you know, you don't have to go quite as high as this. I took some out because you want it to where if you pull some out, they don't fall out on you. So this has been a lifesaver. So thank you for the tip. But what you do is you just fill in the areas that you want. Some things are taller, you might not need to. Like this is a large acrylic block. It holds its own. You can see it fine. But the stuff like that, like these little scissors that, and look, there's even another marker in here, a paint marker that I forgot about because I can't see it. So I'm trying to find, did I pull them? Oh, I pulled them back out. That's why I can't find them. So just to show you, so I showed you how when you put these in, they disappear. So normally, and then this is the same shelf because they're pretty much the same as you go around. Then they have bigger openings on these turnabouts. But so then this is it with the popcorn seeds in there. So as you see, it holds it up, and I can identify these are scissors I use to trim out small things. These are like the crap scissors that you cut sticky stuff with, and these are good ribbon scissors. So that way you can see them all out and easy, and they're not sinking down in there. So you just fill it to a level and leave a little room so that way, you know, it gives you for when you pull stuff out so they're not moving anywhere. But they kind of just hold everything in there perfectly, and the same thing for pens. So that was a great tip. So I don't know who the original poster was, but I heard it from Miss McCabe's Scraps. Or Miss, I think that's what it is. I might be saying that wrong, but Mrs. McCabe, you all probably know her. She has great hauls, and she posts a lot of goodies that she finds on there. But that's where I heard it. Don't know the original poster, but who had it. But these are just another craft tip that I just wanted to pass along for others who may not have seen it, to hopefully help you store some of your items. So thank you for watching, and I'll be posting more videos soon. Bye.